Some weeks ago, a very popular a developer that's at large in Lagos, opened up a new estate in Ibadan. And also, one of my favorite developers who has been featured several times in this channel, he actually opened his own estate called Tiwantiwa Estate sometime last year. And he told me that they are seeing a lot of demand for Ibadan land. And somebody also reached out to me that she's trying to sell her land in Ibadan. And it got me thinking, what's the fuss about Ibadan? Why is everybody talking about Ibadan? I thought it was all about Lagos. And I began to look at the economics behind that shift, so to speak. And do you know that Ibadan is the third largest urban center in Nigeria? So when I mean largest, I mean by population density. So after you have Lagos, which is about 14 million to 20 million inhabitants, you have Kano, that is at about 4 to 5 million. Then you have closely follow Ibadan at 3.6 to 4 million people that are in Ibadan. Do you know how crazy it is? So after Kano, in fact, Ibadan can stand head to head with Kano. And let me even give you like a political background. When it comes to the election, we are always afraid of the Kardashian states, so to speak. You have Kano, you have Katsina. But Ibadan, as far as population go, can stand head to head with Kano. And the UN projects that by 2050, 75% of the population of the entire world would live in urban cities. And in Nigeria, post colonization and also after us getting our independence, there has been a shift from the rural areas, a market shift. It was, I think, about less than 14% before we actually got independence. It grew to almost 40 to 60%. Year on year, people that are migrating from the rural areas to the urban areas. And like I said, Ibadan is one of the most populated the top 15, one of the most populated urban centers in Nigeria. So you are seeing a gradual shift. And if the report from the UN is anything to go by, this number would increment as the day go by. And you're seeing a place like Lagos that is overburdened by, like, its resources are literally stretched thin. And people, in fact, even when you look at the migration trends in Lagos, you're seeing that people are always moving outward. So people are moving outward of Lekki Phase 1, people are moving toward Lekki, people are moving outward toward Ogun State or Osun State, moving toward Oyo State. And so that is the thing that smart investors, and even currently, there is the demand for housing in Ibadan, because with urbanization comes housing challenges, it comes infrastructural challenges, which the current governors tried to do a couple of roads. They have an airport there. They have several amenities that they're trying to put in, also trying to put in their like a whole security apparatus together in that place. So with these few points of mine, are you now starting to see the potential of Ibadan, the great ancient city? And I have two deals for you in Ibadan. It's one from, like I mentioned, a developer in Lagos. He calls it the biggest project in Ibadan, and it's located at the Olundo Scheme Academy of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and is an Ibadan property land allocation. And it's so vast and called the MKH City that it could fit over 22 soccer fields side by side, nearly 2.5 times the size of Wembley Stadium. And there are lots of options for land. The land is going for 20 million naira outright, all inclusive, with a 2 million naira initial deposit. and also, of course, flexible land payment. And then there is another option for you, which is a mixed use acre of land, 6 plots. It's along the Ibadan Ife Road and it's perfect for residential and commercial uses and it's available for sale. It's a total of 3,180 square meters and it comprises of uncompleted twin 3-bed bungalow, perimeter fence, a gate and a fence. And it is in a developed community of Egbada Olubu. And there's no speed by. It's close proximity to the Bayi Market, Ibadan Airport, Nigerian Brewery, Iwo Road, easy access to multi-interstate highway for transport and travel, which include Ife, Abuja, Lagos, Osun, and Ogun State. The title is a C of O document and building plans. And it is in a well-developed community at Olubu Egbada, New Ife Road, Ibadan. So, I've tried to give you some reasons why you should think of, investing in Ibadan. And like I always say, people should endeavor to invest in their states, invest in their cities. We reduce the burden of Lagos. Lagos is the commercial capital, so Lagos will always be top there. But there's still investments that are worthwhile in these cities. And, Ibadan even has greater population, we do even believe, than Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is about 2 point something million. So it is a good time. It is a good time to think inward and think outward from Lagos State and take advantage of these awesome opportunities that we have, the MKH city in Ibadan, and also this mixed use plot that we also have in Ibadan. About 28 million naira, slightly negotiable. First come, first serve. Contact me to get started on your journey. See you at the very next video. Kindly like, share, subscribe.